Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 8, Episode 11. So before we get started, a couple of things. First, I want to apologize because yesterday was being Memorial Day, which I normally know that Memorial Day means that we are honoring and remembering those who were slain. I don't know why I said active person. I got them mixed up. So I apologize to all out there who might have been offended, people who, lost someone special, their loved ones, to those who have fought, and just out of general respect. I did not mean anything by that. I've almost gotten to the point where I think I'm just not going to acknowledge it at all on my channel, and that way I won't get them mixed up, because people definitely have their feelings about that, and I understand. So, wanted to make that part clear. And then next, I did get rid of my twist. It was time. Actually, I needed to get it redone, and Pookie is out of the country for a month, and that was not going to last another month. I mean, I was really going through a lot trying to cover up my problem areas. As it grew out, the braid is hanging, and you already know that I don't have hair that's strong enough for a braid that's hanging like this much new growth on there. So we had to take it down. I'll probably get it done again in September. In the meantime, I want to thank Rockstar Kristen, from Foxy Roxy Hair, of all places, right? She actually made this wig for me. Just reached out, said she wanted to make a wig for me to wear, and send it to me free of charge, and she did it. You guys, so thank you for that. I've had a lot of people reach out to me and say they're going to send me a wig, and then I just never got it. So, I mean, you are the first one, and I appreciate it. Not that, not saying nothing about the other people. I mean, shit happens. I don't expect anything. So, just when it actually comes, I'm surprised pleasantly. So, thank you, Kristen, to this. So far, I really like it. It fit perfectly. It was right amount of density. I told her I just wanted like a, more of a natural look, not real full, and so she did exactly what I asked for, well constructed and all of that. But I'll tell you more about the hair as I wear it, because I still got to wear it and see how it goes. But shout out to you, Kristen. Thank you so much for this, and the eyelashes that you sent for Jada and all of that. Okay, so we got all that out the way, house cleaning, and then we'll get on to this video. Okay, so let's get to it, shall we? So we see Akbar in the studio. You guys, it was so many words that I could not understand, and I wasn't able to pull up the lyrics anywhere for the song. Akbar was in the booth, and she was spitting, she was rhyming. She said that now that she had that confrontation with Spice in Tokyo, that done made her even more rowdy. She ready to get it going, but on wax though, y'all, just on wax, because she don't have time to be fighting with no damn body. Got to get to this bag. So while she's at the studio, she comes out, she's listening with her engineer, that go hard, just like how she wanted. And then who should walk in the door but Shay? And Shay looking a little disheveled. She got the baby bag and all of that, and she tells Akbar that you ain't really got no friends with. Your only resort is Akbar V. I don't know if she would be the first person that I would choose, but like Shay said, everybody is in Trinidad, and she don't have nobody to watch the baby. So, you the next best thing. I said, oh, okay. She lead a baby with Akbar because she just found out that Made Man got shot. Akbar V was like, what? How many times? Because I guess once ain't enough. Shay said just once, and she was like, dang, girl, and Shay was like, this couldn't come at a worse time, because, even though we had been together all that time and I was ride or die and everything, I found out he was cheating on me, and I just decided to leave, and now this. But she knows she got to go down there, that is her baby's father, and she did at one time love him, so, you don't just fall out of love with somebody. So, yeah, girl, you go on and watch the baby. Come on, baby. Akbar V take her. I said, oh, she look like she know how to hold her and everything. The baby is looking like, oh, this is where I'm going now. I said, Shay, you don't leave that baby all over the place, do you? Okay, anyway, she's going to go check on Made Man. Let's jump over to Sierra and those Sho'nuff scraps. So remember I told you guys last week they was already very obviously heading us into this direction that Sierra and Sho'nuff might be interested in each other. So we see them at this event, and they're talking about the gun violence that they've experienced in their lives, okay, and how they're just kind of ready to end all of that. What kind of differences that they can make in the community to make sure that it doesn't happen, you know, even though Sho'nuff Scrap was part of that life at one time, he's not anymore, you know. And Sierra says that she just lost her ex-husband's kid, you know, her stepson last season, remember. So she, you know, she just feels like very close to this cause. They even talk about Shay, you know, Shay made man getting shot. And Sho'nuff Scrap was like, damn, you know, me and Shay used to be real close back in the day. We've been knowing each other about 12 years. And then we kind of fell off right before I went to jail. And, you know, I haven't talked to her. But, you know, maybe I need to reach out to her and just make sure that, you know, she's all good. Akbar V is also there. She walk up, you know, she all good friends with Sho'nuff Scrap and all. I said, all that talking she was doing. Although she still kind of holds it to him, you know, the fact that he got all these women, you know, and Moniece and all of that. And then she realizes, okay, accidentally on purpose, that Sierra's there. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys seeing each other? And Sho'nuff was like, I just met her. Well, what that got to do with anything? Sierra's just like, no, I don't know. We just now talking. You know, I don't really know him like that's girl. Like, don't care who tell her. And Akbar B was like, okay, because, you know, you got all this drama going on with Tommy and Moniece, and I said, boy, that Tommy is more talked about than anybody who was not on the show, with Stevie J being a close second, even though I see they're bringing him back next week. Akbar V is wondering if Sho'nuff Scrap then got Moniece's head so bad that she don't want to work on this album. Nope, it ain't got nothing to do with him. At least that's what he says. Sierra's glad to see Akbar V because she can pull her outside and just wants to talk to her again about this whole Tokyo and Spice thing. Now Akbar V was like, you know what, I'm about tired of the kumbaya, the damn peace treaties and all this that she want to sign. I done already told her that I ain't even studying them girls no more. Like, I don't care about what they doing. But Sierra was like, you know, we just all need to talk and be on this whole grown woman vibe, you know, and make sure that we can just break bread together, have ideas together, you know. Okay, that's fine. But everybody gotta want to do it. Akbar V says, okay, I'm game, I guess. Okay, she gonna humor Sierra. Then she was like, you know, want to know if she, you know, fucking on Sho'nuff Scrap. Girl, no. Okay, she say she's celibate. She only seeing God. Okay, if it ain't God, that's all she. I said, okay, well, good. Sierra's eyes have been opened, so she says. Now Shay, she tells us that she went and checked on Made Man, he fine. And there's a silver lining to every cloud. She's actually able to talk to her old homeboy, Sho'nuff Scrap. He reached out. So it's good to see him. You can tell they're happy to see each other. It's been some time. It's been some years. You know, he was just like, well, what exactly happened? Like, you just kind of fell off. And she was like, because you was, you know, you had a whole bunch of going on. You had all these women. You was messing with Carly and Tommy. And, you know, Stevie J was around too much. And he was like, funny you should mention Stevie J. Okay, because Stevie J had the opportunity to come visit, you know, the jail, and I don't know what exactly Stevie J was supposed to do. Did he mention it? If he did, I missed it. But whatever it was, you know, that could have taken some time off. Stevie J just left his old nephew in there to rot almost 4 years. So, you know, he a little salty about that, and he need to talk to Stevie J. He realized that, you know, to figure out what exactly happened there. But, yeah, it was good to see Shay. That used to be his wingman. You know, he used to call her, you know, when he was having problems with his girls. And, you know, if he was trying to be interested in a certain girl, you know, she would kind of let him know, yeah, this one is good or that one ain't no good. You know, like a vetting process for the hoes. So she was looking out for him. And, yeah, so now it's good that old friends have rekindled. They're all on their way to Trinidad, remember? Okay, it's 7 a.m. We see everybody getting to the airport. Okay, Mona didn't put out the big bucks this time. We actually get to see them going on their way there. Camera crew and everything. We about to have a good ass time. So when they get there, you know, they finally get on their little bus that's gonna take them to their hotel. You know, Carly has made herself, you know, she taking this whole thing to heart. Now, Spice said that she's the one that's the host. So she's like, you know, y'all welcome to my country. We about to have fun. You know, we gonna make sure we eat this, that, and the other. We gonna listen to this kind of music. We gonna do this. We gonna go there. We gonna go here. You know, she's regulating. And everybody is just like, okay, Carly. Now, damn it, I didn't even know Carly was Trinidadian. And I can understand being excited, but girl, we all can figure out what we want to do with our own schedules, okay? We don't need you to be the damn tour guide. It's been a long day, and both and Tokyo are over it, okay? Might be one of those ones that just, when they tired, they just not really the most agreeable, and they rubbed Carly the wrong way. Shekinah was just like, I don't understand what I mean, we here for Spice. Was she acting like we came here to meet her family and, you know, hang out with the peoples? Like, we didn't try to we wasn't here for that. But she's so upset. You know, they acting like they don't want to be here. But damn it, she gonna make sure that this group have fun. So they get to the Hyatt Regency. Like I said, everybody is exhausted. They get welcomed in, and the concierge, you know, she's out there, and we gonna do the medieval way of just passing out keys for the room assignment. Oh, excuse me, Frost Facts, D-Lo and Rashida. For some reason, they have become the ambassador of the best relationship, and everybody has all of this assumed respect for their 19-year union, which is, okay, that does take a lot to be able to do, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm just like, why the fuck everybody all of a sudden just bowing down to D-Lo and Rashida? Because he fucked around and had a baby on her, like, and they still together? Don't let me just, okay. You zip it, okay? All right. So everybody get their rooms, and, you know, with the exception of D-Lo and Rashida's rooms, it looked like everybody just got a basic hotel room, might have a little living area space for them to sit in. Okay, fine. We see when D-Lo and Rashida get in there, you know, here go Rashida again with this old flicked ass, you know, maybe I should put on my, you know, and do a little something like this. And he was like, that ain't how Sparkle do it at the Blue Flame. So don't try it, okay? As a matter of fact, the shit was making me so uncomfortable because I have never seen Rashida and D-Lo. I just realized last night that I don't feel like they have much chemistry. I mean, I feel like they've been together for years and, you know, they love each other and all of that, but I don't see them in this sexual or romantical type of way, you know. So when I see them trying to do all that, it kind of make me be like, no, don't do that. And then when they get to kissing and all that smacking and shit, and then when young Jock walk in there, you know, I was just like, oh, this is so, why are you guys making me do this? I mean, it wasn't as uncomfortable when Mama D was, you know, sucking on Ernest's nipples. I don't think we ever recovered from that. But it was a close second. Now, Jock break up the love fest because he wanted to show them a picture of this ring that he was gonna give to his girl Kendra. But then he was like, you know, I'm not sure if this is the best place to do it. No, it is not. She is around associates at best. None of her real friends or family is there, and you know, either you gonna do it just you two together, but not in front of this group, especially when you got people that's really gunning for the relationship. Not necessarily gunning, but would not really want to see you be with this person, okay? So, you know, Rashida was just like, yeah, well, I'm not sure about that, but you know, Carly being here and being the problem, going back and forth with Shekinah, going back and forth with Tokyo, you know, she's just like, yeah, maybe this ain't the best place to do it, okay? And speaking of Carly, let her go talk to Carly. Now, we see Carly, she FaceTiming Double A Mo, because remember she said that she was going to do that. She's going on about this is her country, and you know, he want to know what she gonna do, and she gonna go see her family. Well, her family, some of the cousins came at the airport to see her, but she's still bothered by the fact that Tokyo and Shekinah specifically don't seem like they're happy to be there. Let me tell you something, what I can't stand about people like Carly. This is the problem when you go on group trips. Now, when I go on a trip, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do at all times. I don't give a damn if the whole group is going somewhere. If I don't want to go, then I'm not gonna go, okay? Or if it's just a few of us that's gonna do something, that's fine too. But I don't like to feel pressured into doing whatever the hell I want to do. And at the same time, if I want to do something and you don't want to do it, I'm not taking it personally. Like, I don't give a fuck if you want to sit in your room. You spent $2,000 to go somewhere just to sit in your room. That's fine. Maybe you needed the relaxation time, okay? I'm not gonna keep on worrying about why you ain't came. Come on down to the pool. Come on, we going to the bar. Come on, let's go to this club. Come on, let's go to the mall. Come on. No, let you do what you gonna do, because I'm having my own kind of fun. I'm gonna check and say, girl, you straight? Yep, I'm straight. I'm just gonna kick you here at the room, okay? And then I'm gonna say, okay, because we fucking grown, and I'm sure you don't need me to be babysitting you. And I can't keep on asking. If I do detect some sort of attitude or some problem there, I might ask 2 times. Girl, what's the matter? Is everything okay? You know, and I'm going to give you 2 times to answer. Yeah, you know, this, that, and the other is wrong, and I might try to resolve it. But if you keep on telling me, no, girl, I'm fine. Okay, girl, well, I'll see you later. And then I'll be so annoyed with the other friend who want to make sure that everybody in the group do the same thing. Okay, it's just be like, girl, you doing too much. Let everybody do what the fuck they want to do. Okay, we all know how to get the GPS to get us to this certain place if we want to meet with the rest of the group at a certain time. Why are we going through all of this? Okay, I'm getting off on a tangent, but y'all understand what I'm saying? Relax. It is really okay. So she telling them all this, and then Rashida comes by. Carly tells her how, you know, she's upset that they not having fun. Rashida says, well, everybody's probably tired, you know, just give them a little space, okay? But, you know, they on this romantical island, and Carly is missing Double A Mo. Girl, what's going on with that whole baby DNA thing? Well, you know, they still don't have the results from a DNA test. I don't know how long it takes for you to get the results. But because she's his girlfriend, and she said that she was gonna be there, his fiance, I should say. She's gonna support, and she gonna wait for the results to come on down. But she do miss him. She tell Rashida that she want to suck on something, and Rashida was like, "Well, let me get out of here." I said, "D-Lo in the room. He might let you." D-Lo said, "Who? Carly? Oh, okay." Now, later on, the gang all meets for dinner. Okay, they at this long-ass table, and they doing shots, because shots always loosens up the bunch. Rashida, again, in their, you know, fake-ass Iyanla mode, you know, well, does anybody around here want to have anything to say? Carly, do you have anything? I was just like... They hold her to it that she threw the shoe at Bambi, almost hit Bambi, you know, and so they make her apologize for that. You guys said that it didn't even look like the shoe was anywhere near her. I didn't even pay attention. She apologizes for that. And then, you know, she's bothered by the fact that when the food comes out, now the food looked good to me. It looks steak and lobster tail, okay, and some, you know, garnishings and sides and whatever. But it looked good enough for me. Okay, she was upset that Shekinah and Tokyo seemed to have a problem with their food. Okay, I am not going to say nothing. I am not going to say anything. You know, people sniffing their food, that shit does kind of get on my nerves. Let me not even lie, okay? I have very picky friends, you know, so sometimes when I look, you know, I have one in particular who just takes her fork and just like moves everything around and looks at it, you know, in obvious disgust. And then she goes on to eat like a little piece of it. But yeah, they kind of not really feeling whatever to me. I was like, surf and turf, when do we not like that? Y'all, I'm a carnivore, so all that is good to me. But you know, she's all over him, and Tokyo was like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Like, she act like we all got to want to do the same thing. Like, you taking it as a personal affront that I said I don't want something, I don't want to do something, and now all of a sudden we attacking your whole country. Bitch, if I didn't want to be here, I would have gone home. All right? I was like, thank you, Tokyo. So, while Tokyo and Shekinah and Carly about to get started with the arguing, you know, Scrappy, he stand up and he say how, you know, him and Bambi could be real mad because their luggage got lost. I said, yes, you could definitely be real mad. Okay? Ain't nothing like being somewhere on vacation and your luggage gone. You only there for 4 days and then you get your luggage on the 3rd day. Fuck, I'm supposed to do with this now. It looked like it's gonna calm down, but it starts back up because Shekinah was like, I see what Pooh meant. And Carly was like, what you mean what Pooh mean? She lied, and this is when she break out the recording of, Uncle Hiram, admitting supposedly that she did not have sex with him, And so that was it for her. That was confirmation enough. All this at the dinner table. So then Rashida tries to get it off of that and back to, Scrappy. So she says, well, how's life after the baby, Bambi? And Bambi said, it's popping, it's good. Scrappy is a little concerned that they're not having the sex that he would like to have. And how it just don't happen like it used to. Okay, the baby do change things a little bit at the beginning. Okay, then here we go with Frost Facts. Here go D-Lo and Rashida talking about some goddamn wigs. And again, I'm going to be okay if I live all the rest of my days and I don't hear about the sex life of D-Lo and Rashida, child. Who cares? Can you picture them two really just having sex? I got a whole bunch of wigs, not 5, maybe 10 wigs that, okay, you can have 200 of them. We still don't want to know about it. Now later on we see Jock and Scrappy and D-Lo. Okay, this is the little comedic relief that they always have the men get together and see what we can do to get a good little laugh out of them. They usually do pretty well. They out going to go look at red hound monkeys. They're a little concerned, as they say these monkeys can be a little rambunctious when they want to be. But they looking out at shit shivering around in the bushes, shivering. Yes, I did say shivering. I know it's not a word, but I made up one, shivering. And that would mean moving around and shivering all at the same time, shivering. After they get to walking a little bit more, Scrappy is just kind of extending on the not having sex situation. Her girls come by and they want to see the baby, and she be out there hanging out with the girls all the time. They can't get to it like he want to. And they was just like, well, I mean, damn, Scrappy, she did just have a baby, okay, and she had it the natural way, and maybe she got to get her stuff back right before she feel like she wants you jumping on top of her. Just give her a little time, relax. Now the next day, okay, again, the whole sex talk with the Frost Facts, you guys, I just can't. It's too much. It's overkill. Anyway, moving it on along. What are we doing today? We are going to see Carly's family. They all sitting at a table. I think it's breakfast. While they sitting there waiting, Mimi is walking up, and Rashida was like, look at Mimi with her catwalk walk. Girl, you better walk. Okay, here come Mimi. I had some prior engagements in Atlanta, so I wasn't able to go when everybody else went to Trinidad. But she's here now. She sits down and she tells everybody, hey, I even brought a friend. And they was like, who, Ty or Tay, whatever the girlfriend's name is. And she was like, no, she's in Israel. But I do you one better. Who you think it is? That goddamn Pooh. Charlotte Pooh is the most special of guests. And so she walked up, hey y'all! And Tokyo was looking like, what the fuck is she doing here? Well, did you just hear Mimi say she invited her? So Mimi goes on to explain why she invited Pooh and why, she thought that this was a good idea, that they could sit down and talk, her and Carly. And Pooh was like, at this point, I don't really know why we even fighting anyway. It just really got out of hand. Like, this kind of trying to get my Pooh voice. Because it's real high, but it's kind of crazy. Like, I can't quite get it right, but y'all just stick with me. Carly is sticking to the whole story that, she ain't never did nothing with Uncle Hiram and everything, and she was lying and everything. And Pooh was just like, I beg to differ. Okay, you did lick my ass. Like, I'm not saying that you was licking, like, but you was licking my ass. I was cracking. Oh my God. Everybody was sitting at the table like, are we really having like a full discussion on the different levels of ass lickage? So anyway, Pooh was just like, so she was like, bleep the bleep, 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 and the bleep, bleep, bleep. Jock, you know what I mean? Jock is sitting over there like, yeah, I guess I do. So of course this is getting embarrassing, and Carly is starting to yell at her like, no, I didn't, bitch, you a lie, and I didn't do nothing, and you wish that I did. And she was just like, oh, yes, she did. Over here, I'm fucked her in the ass, and she shitted on my sheet. You owe me $750. Oh my God. I guess Carly wasn't ready. And child, she threw some new sheets over there for Carly. left the shit. Them wasn't Hershey's. Everybody was just looking like, here come the crazy 88s. It's like, child, we got to get Pooh, because Pooh don't mince no words. When the crazy 88s get her over there, she was just like, I bought you some diamonds for your loose bowels. Oh, God. Oh, shit. Mimi was sitting there listening, and she was just like, okay, it is time for me to wave the white flag. Like, I am so totally out of this. Girl, you should have known before. How many times did Pooh got to prove to you that she gonna go off on Carly? It's always on sight. Then, of course, it just break up into all kind of foolishness while the crazy 88s all of a sudden is holding, I think, Tokyo Tony. Like, why are they? Not Tony. I know I caught it. Tokyo Vanity. Why are they fighting? Like, what are y'all running around? And you can see Tokyo was laughing. Chada was just like being at the damn zoo. That Pooh was funny as fuck, though. A hot ass mess. Alright, you guys, so that's it. Let me get off of here. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom 5. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.